Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Wander and Prepare. Today we're going to talk about force multipliers. Now force multipliers are anything that will help you out of an emergency situation and give you an advantage to help you survive. So for some, that may be a knife. I think most of us are probably familiar with that. This is my TKL Agent 007. Others, that may be a handgun. Maybe a revolver, maybe a pistol, maybe a combination of a handgun and a knife. And then finally, it could also be pepper spray. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And these are from POM Industries. And they sent these out for me to try out. So we're going to look at them, show them off, and then we're going to do a little testing with them. So, and I'll show you what we'll do with that in a bit. So let's first talk about their original. So their original pepper sprays are these two, and they have three, so they sent two of them though. So the first one is called the POM Clip. And it's basically just like a pen, and it can clip in a shirt, anything like that. But basically, there's how you open it, and then on the bottom of it, it basically shows how you'd use it. So what you do is you lift this up, and then while that's lifted up, you would press that button, and that's how you would actually spray it. And then if you wanted to use it and needed to change it, you'd pull that out. And also just a note on the bottom, that shows the expiration date. And just looking, 2030 is the expiration date on it. So pretty long shelf life and pretty long lasting. So let's go ahead and this is again the original clip, and let's go ahead and look at this one. And this one is called the original key, and basically that's because it has a keychain on it. So basically you put this part on there, you put your keychain here, and then that would hang down. Also a neat feature about it, you can press right here and that comes out, so you can take this off of your keys and use it if you need to. But same feature on it. So put this back into place, but you would lift up there, that exposes the button, and you press the button, and that's how you spray it. And when you let go, it automatically goes right back into place, and that's just a safety feature to keep you from pressing it. So they have different colors of these, so you can look on the website and see those, but both of these are right at $15, so super affordable. Other thing really cool about that, you can purchase multiples of these, and the more you purchase, you actually get a discount for purchasing more of them. So definitely an easy one to carry and a small amount, and we're going to talk about those and just a little bit about them too. So by the way, so the concentrate in here is 1.4 MC, and not to get confusing on what that means, that's the highest legal concentration that this can be for civilians. And if you want to put that in a Scoville unit, that is 2.2 million Scovilles. This is the real stuff. So also interesting about this, it has a formula that has a UV marking dye. So if you spray somebody, even if they get away, even if they try to wash it off and the police find them later, they will be able to use a UV light and see that they were sprayed with pepper spray. Although I'm telling you, you would definitely be able to see the redness on their eyes. Again, there's a couple videos of people out there spraying themselves with this, and you can just kind of see how that is. But one of the things they actually put on here is one of the effects is involuntary eye closure. And that's what I mean by this being the strongest one out there. It is crazy how strong it is, and you can't help but close your eyes because it's so hot. But just an incredible product. And they sent me a couple more. So this is kind of called their professional series. So this one is called the MK3. It actually has a belt clip on there. And this one is actually, it can spray up to, what do they say? I think this one said 20 seconds. But basically it's the same thing. You press up there, that exposes the button, and then you press that. Now the difference between the original and this one, while this one sprays actually around the same amount of time as that one, they spray a whole lot more. Just to give you an example, the largest bottle, the home defense model, this one is 7.2 ounces and only sprays for 10 seconds. Now that's really important because that means the amount of volume that that's putting out is huge. You're not going to miss somebody, and you're not going to saturate those eyes with something like this. But this one is kind of a good one just to have, say, in a pocket, in a pack, something like that. I actually carry a crossbody bag with me when I'm carrying my handgun. So this will be a great one to put in there because it's a little bit larger. It's not something that you won't necessarily carry in your hand. Maybe you can put it in your purse though. That's a great option. But again, it has a belt clip, so you can put that on your belt too. But absolutely crazy amount of liquid that's going to come out of this. And I was looking to see, I forgot how many sprays. There we go. So this one is 9 seconds of burst. That's a full burst, and it does 16 to 18 small burst, if you will, but 9 seconds. And this one will do 12 seconds. And just see the difference in the size of these. So this one's putting out a whole lot more volume, but crazy amount of pepper spray that we get on you with this one. All right, so now we'll set the MK3 over here, and let's talk about the home defense model. Now this is the biggest one that they have. By the way, the MK3, that one's right at $16, and same thing, you can buy multiples of them and you get a volume discount for buying more of them together. So the home defense model, this is the biggest one. So it has kind of a pistol-like grip at the end, and it actually has 2 safety measures. So it has this one that you would want to cut off before you even use it for home defense. But even once you get that off, let's just go ahead and cut it off, and I'll show you. Even once you get that off, it actually has a pin that you have to pull. So if you have this setting out, it's not going to accidentally discharge or anything like that. You have to pull that pin before it will fire. Nothing happens if you press on the top of it. But this one will shoot up to 25 feet, this one around 20, and this one around 15 feet. So we're actually going to test these in just a second and see how far they spray. So stay tuned.
How does this work?
What do you mean?
Like, it doesn't make sense. It like flip-flops up.
Yeah, you just lift it up and then you press the button.
Like that?
Oh! Just kidding. So one of the cool things is this actually, okay, it's not real.
Damn it.
So one of the cool things is this actually came with a test unit, and as you can see, it pretty much sprays exactly like the real thing. So just wanted to have a little fun with that, but only water. All right, so this is the POM clip, and this is their original, and this says it'll spray for 12 seconds and up to 12 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray all 12 seconds, and we're just going to kind of time and see how that does and how many seconds it sprays. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Well, I didn't literally have a timer with me, but I think that was pretty close to 12 seconds. So now I'm going to get out a tape measure and we're going to see how far it went. So the end of that spray is right about right here, and that's actually right at 12.5 feet. So that just shows you how far this actually goes. All right. Ooh. So just an interesting note, I can literally feel it like burning my nose. So I have the goggles on because I don't want it to come back in my eyes. But I was just like, ooh, why is my nose burning? But it's literally this stuff, the wind picking it up and blowing back at me. All right, so this one is the home defense. So this one says it will spray for 10 seconds, but up to 25 feet. And of course, as we're doing this, the wind has to pick up, so it's gonna be fun. But me and my wife, the camera woman, she has a goggles on just like I do. But here we go. We're gonna see how long it sprays. So I'm gonna spray the whole bottle and see how far it sprays. So I would venture to say that was probably a little longer than 10 seconds. So I think that one definitely passed. And let's see. Definitely get back in your face. Woo. Even not getting in your eyes. That one is definitely rough when it hits you. So even if it doesn't get in your eyes, woo, it is still quite strong. So all right, we're gonna see and measure how far that one went. All right, so being completely fair to it, so basically I was spraying kind of up, but this right here is actually, ooh, my nose is actually running from it, so really interesting. But this right here is 22 feet, and that's about the furthest it went out. Interesting description on this. On the packaging, it says 25 feet, but on the website it said 20 plus feet. So if you put that 22 in that range, it definitely meets that. But I definitely think that is a easy way to defend yourself, and definitely think, like, I'm just looking at how much liquid is out and how much that got me, even with these on, that would definitely incapacitate someone. So definitely think that's a good thing. So check them out. So just want to thank Will from POM Industries sending me those, and I think these are a really cool product and really something that you could add that's kind of that force multiplier that could help you get out of a situation. And so you hear my wife coughing. I'm actually doing well, but my nose is still running, but it's starting to actually get up into my eyes just a little bit. So just interesting to note, if you do test these, even with goggles on, you're still going to get sprayed just a little bit. But really cool product. So Will, just want to thank you for sending these out. But that is POM Industries. Crazy good price point on these. So the small one's around $15. That middle size pro one is $16, and that large home defense one, that one's actually $45. So if you like this content, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, and go ahead and tell me, what are the force multipliers that you use and you carry on a daily basis? I'd love to know. And also, if there's some different kind of products you think I should check out, let me know that as well. Other than that, really thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Just remember, as we're out there wandering and preparing, let's make sure we do so by faith and not by sight. Thank you guys so much.
How does this work?
What do you mean?
Like, it doesn't make sense. It like flip-flops up
Yeah, you just lift it up and then you press the button.
like that.